Hello, today we will learn how to solve systems of linear equations by substitution. Well, we will see some examples of that. So let's just say very simple example using apples and oranges. So let's say that they tell you that one apple is equal to 2 oranges. In a box, only 2 apples fit in, so this is this side. How many oranges fit in? So you can think of your box and you have the space for 2 apples right there. That's the dotted drawings. So for every apple, as we saw right here, 2 oranges fit in. So instead of having that apple, we have 2 solid oranges. Same thing for this side. So we find that where 2 apples fitted, 4 oranges fit in, and just by doing substitution. So what did we do? We substituted an apple for 2 oranges in the box, as you saw right here. But now let's look at a little bit more complicated things, and they don't have drawings. So let's look at this equation. X minus y, is equal to -4, and 6x plus y is equal to 3. So you need to find the equation that is easiest to simplify. In this case, I would say that the left side is easiest to simplify since the coefficients of the x and the y are just 1 or -1. So we need to isolate one of the variables. Either one of them is perfect. In this case, I would say let's isolate x since it's pretty easy just to add y to both sides. Here they cancel out. And so in the right side, we are left with -4 plus y. Now, we have isolated the x right here. That means that in the right side, we will substitute 4x. So, instead of having 6x plus y is equal to 3, we will plug in -4 plus y instead of having x. It's just like the box. Instead of having the 2 apples, we have the 4 oranges. So 6 times -4 plus y is equal to 3. This is the plus y right here, and this is the equation right there. Very well, now we just distribute the 6, so we are left with -24 plus 6y plus y is equal to 3. We combine some terms just to make it easier, and we can already add 24 to both sides. So we're left with 7y is equal to 27. Okay, so now we divide both sides by 7, and we find that y is equal to 27 over 7. Very well now, but as you might recall, this is basically like having 2 lines, and we are finding their point of intersection. So we found the y for the point of intersection. We still need to find the x. So how do we find the x? We find the x by plugging in or substituting 27 over 7 to y. So now we have, let's erase some of this just to get some space. Okay, so now we have 6x plus 27 over 7 equals to 3. We can subtract this from both sides. This is just 21 over 7, just to simplify. So we are left with -6 over 7 is equal to 6x. We divide both sides by 6, and we are left with x is equal to -1 over 7. So this is our point. Our point of intersection is x is equal to -1 over 7, and y is equal to 27 over 7. Something I want to mention is that it doesn't matter if you plug in the 27 over 7 instead of y. For either one of the equations, you would get the exact same result for x, always, if you have only one solution, of course. So now let's look at another example. We have y is equal to -x plus 3 and 2x plus 2y is equal to 6. Here we have the y isolated already, so we don't have to do anything to this equation. We just have to plug this into y right there. So we have 2x plus 2 times y, but instead of having y, we have negative x plus 3 is equal to 6. We distribute the 2, so we have 2x minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 6. Something very interesting happens right here. The 2x minus 2x cancel out. This is just 0 plus 6 equals to 6. As you might recall, in the other example, I talked about true statements and false statements. This is a true statement because 6 will always equal 6. So this is a true statement. This means that we have infinite many solutions. But also you know that there are 3 cases. We have one solution, infinite many solutions, and no solutions. We already saw one solution and infinite many solutions. So you can guess that this third example will be no solutions. But let's just do it for fun. So in this case, it seems pretty difficult to isolate either x or y in either side of in either equation. But let's just solve for x right here because it has the lowest coefficient and it seems easier. Since here we have a 6, which is kind of complicated because of the 3 factor, you know. Okay, so 2x is equal to 8 minus 4y. We can divide both sides by 2. X is equal to 4 minus 2y. Very easy. Now let's plug that into this equation. So we have 6 times 4 minus 2y is equal to 8 minus 12y. Very well. Now let's distribute the 6. We have 24 minus 12y is equal to 8 minus 12y. Let's move all the y's to this side. So we have 24 minus 12y equals to 8. We need to add 12y to both sides in order to move this y to this side. And we find that if we add 12y to this side, they cancel out, and we're left with 24 equals to 8. We know that that is not true. This is false. So this is a false statement. This means that we have no solution.